Welcome back to the Free Borrachos Show.
Free Borrachos Show.
We only bring heaters on this one.
Life's too short to drink that beer.
Cheers to that.
Heyo, welcome back to the Three Borrachos Show. I am your host, Ron, and with me today.
Hey, y'all, it's your buddy Mike.
What's up, y'all? Gabealicious.
All right, so new hop series today. We are presenting a new idea for the show. We're going to pretty much talk about a single hop today, dissect it, kind of break down what's going on with it, why people use it, stuff like that. So it's a new series that we're doing. But before that, what's in your glass, Gabe?
Yeah, so I busted out one that we got up in Cambridge, Maryland from the RAR folks. So it's Maui Stylin', super great beer. It's been in my fridge for a hot minute, but it's still freaking delicious.
So good.
Hop saturated, lots and lots of tropical notes. Triple New England IPA, 10.1 ABV. 4.53 on the Untapped, and guess how many freaking people, folks, guys?
500.
600.
757,
Wow.
baby.
Whoa,
Hey,
all right.
Hey-o. 757, Virginia. All right, but lots of pineapple notes, creamy, hoppy, that hop saturation. This one, when this one was released, I think they released like 2 or 3 of them at the same time. We went up there, got them. I got lucky enough to get this one as my first pour, and this one is probably the best one I've had.
That's also the beer. So we pulled a 4-pack out of the fridge, and then we got the last 4-pack as well. So we had a total of 8 beers on that one. Yeah. So that was a super amazing beer there.
And you can see here, like this thing is hop milk.
That thing is
so
delicious.
Freaking delicious, folks. So next time it comes out, get your hands on it.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah.
All right. So as usual, I have a True House Brew here, and this continues the Juice Project series. This one is Juice Project Sunshine.
Nice.
8.4% double IPA, hopped with Nelson, Peacherine, Waimea. It's just a really good double IPA, white grape notes in there, stone fruit, as we all know and love.
What the fuck's a stone fruit?
And there's some passion fruit in there as well. It's just a very clean, really hazy double IPA. So it's a 4.35 across, like 1,100 check-ins. Easy drinking go-to brew.
Awesome. All right. Bring Fidens back, baby. So
Fidens Friday.
We got Stalking Prey. This is a 8.8 double IPA, brewed with Galaxy and Nelson. Just 2 simple hops. So good. Oh, man. I really feel like the Nelson shines really bright in this one. It's very dry, but that Galaxy, it's got that dank note in there.
Right.
Yeah, it is. It's very hoppy. For a double, I was very surprised. So, hell
It's a
yeah.
good beer.
Yeah.
I don't remember what my rating was on it, but it's a badass label to begin with, and then the beer backs it up too. So that's always a good
kind of
thing.
low key. Like I've been on kind of a Galaxy type of run lately.
Yeah.
I feel like we're getting a lot of Galaxy beers that are coming through.
Yep.
And that is a great double-sided. You get some citrus tropical stuff, but then you also get some piney in there as well. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, so let me introduce kind of what we're doing. So, hop series, right? This is an idea to get back to the basics of what's in our glass, why we love the beer that we love, right? We are hazy heads, hop heads, whatever you want to call it. Like, we love hazy IPAs, and hops are really like the all-star, right? You can go into malts, you can go into different parts of other beer, but I thought that hops would really be a good fit for us. So I am bringing and presenting our first hop of the series is Rakau. So Rakau, or Rakau, I should say, is a, yeah. So Rakau is, let's talk about the name real quick, right? New Zealand names.
Mm-hmm.
How long did it take us to figure
we've been
out
trying
how
to pronounce
say
this
things,
for
right?
a while.
Oh, it's been everything from Rakau or Rakau was definitely not Rakau.
Roku was one, right?
Right.
So like we've asked Alexa to do it.
Yeah.
I've gone online to like a speech program to have it say the word, and every single time it's been wrong. So it's Rakau.
Yes, sir.
So the actual pronunciation is Rakau, but many people just say Rocco.
Okay.
And really, what I've come to just kind of put in back in my head every time I see it now, because the A's throw me off. The A's, I was
The
like,
AU
Rakau,
combo
right,
on the backside, yeah.
is Rocco's Modern Life. So that's what I'm thinking about in the back of my head. I was like, okay, every time Rocco. But anyways, so Rocco is the guy I'm bringing to the series today, and the beer that I'm presenting that has Rocco in it is from Deep Fried Beers. Okay, so this guy is Time Engine. This has been brewed before. This time it was with Rocco. So this has a few different hops in it. It has 10 plus pounds per barrel. Always
That's a lot
packing
of
it in there.
hops.
Always packing it in there. Citra, Crush, Citra Incognito, Galaxy, and then, of course, Rocco. So this is 4.31 across 444 ratings on Untapped. I not sure if we're going to pick out the Rocco notes that I'm going to be talking about later, just because these tend to be the hop saturation, you know?
Yeah.
Citra, usually Citra forward usually on
That
most
hop
of those.
saturation, 10 pounds.
Yeah.
It's going to be, all right. But anyway, so this.
Look how
Creaminess.
straw colored this
look
is.
at-
This
look-
is light yellow. Like, look.
This is almost the
Crazy.
same
Cloudy.
color as the Maui.
Man, that
style.
nose is super good, but it is hoppy.
All right.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers, Borrachos.
Yep.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
got some hop pop
Yeah.
to it, boys.
All right. So keep those thoughts in your head, right? Let me talk about the flavor profiles of the hop real quick, and then we'll see if we can pick it out of this thing, right? So, Rocco, in my research, an underrated hop. Okay.
Mhm.
I think Nelson, Motueka, they get the most spotlight from New Zealand hops. Okay.
Yeah.
This guy is balanced in many other different ways. Okay. So the breeders themselves, they describe this as the whole orchard. They say it's a fruit basket, pretty much. You get a whole lot of fruits. It's very fruit forward. And they really point out the stone fruit in it, right? The stone fruit. So the primary note, yes, stone fruit. So apricot is the main character that they give this thing. Peach and ripe nectarine are also in there, but really that punchy, peach, if you will, is the highlight. There's also tropical notes in there as a secondary note: mango, passion fruit, pineapple, a little bit of pineapple. But in the background, you can kind of taste some herbal dankness, pine resins. It depends on how much they use, in the batch. But overall, the impressions that brewers and drinkers really get are it's juicy, but it's also lush and bright. So lush is more like full-bodied mouthfeel, full-bodied aroma. And so it is, of course, a New Zealand hop, but it's less grapey than Nelson, and it's less lime forward than Motueka.
Okay.
So that's kind of the flavor profile I researched. I got that directly from New Zealand Hops and Yakima Chief Hops, two big of the hop,
Manufacturers.
Yep.
Yeah. The hop growers of the world. Yeah.
I mean,
Or
one's in New
producers,
Zealand. Yeah,
I should
Yakima is in Washington.
Yep.
But they do know their stuff. So
Yeah.
So with that being said, can you get any peach and apricot out of this?
So what I gather from this is what you just said is this is going to be more. It's going to bring some of the aromas and also some of that tropical flavoring, because you said mangoes, you said stone fruit, so it's going to have like a mixed fruit cup essentially without the cherries and maybe the pineapple.
Are you getting that though?
This one here, let me take another sip.
So I'll talk about the nose real quick.
Yeah.
That nose is absolutely tropical. And I think there is stone fruit there. the problem is there's a lot of hops in this one, right? And so, now that we're talking about Rakau, like I kind of want to have a beer that's just Rakau. You know what I mean? So now I want to look for one, right? And so because when you talk about the aromas and the hop profile and everything, like I kind of want to like taste it standalone.
Same.
But it's not. We haven't come across that. But
And
so
it's going to be pretty tough because I'm sure Aaron is homework will say, like it's definitely a characteristic hop to where they're trying to increase a specific thing in the brew, right?
But I think the mouthfeel is 100% spot on.
Yeah.
I think the flavors, like you said, taste just like a fruit basket.
Yeah.
And
But
it washes.
not over sweet. I think the thing that a lot of people, when they drink these kind of beers, are thinking like fruit cup. Oh, it's going to be sweet and it's going to be no. You got to think about like if you take a bite off of a peach, a pineapple off of the stalk or whatever.
So
that's what you're going to get.
Yeah. So I don't get pineapple out of this.
Not at all on this
Right.
one, but I'm just saying. Yeah,
Absolutely
yeah,
right. Yeah.
yeah.
So
Stone fruits straight from the stone.
yes.
Yeah.
So typically what we're used to is OJ and pineapple as predominant, but this is very big stone fruit.
Yeah.
And kind of like you said with now this is hopped with Nelson though, right? Too.
No Nelson.
No Nelson in this one.
So this has Citra, Crush, Citra Incognito, Galaxy, and Rakau.
So that's odd because even with Citra you would expect a bigger, and there's two Citra hops in there that you would expect that to be overpowering, but I don't think that it is.
No, and I think because essentially it's Citra hops on top of Citra hops with
the Incognito
Rakau in there.
Gives it a little push. Yeah.
So it's got Incognito. Okay.
Citra Incognito. Yeah.
But that is not. Yeah. So I would expect this one. This one's got a different flavor profile than what I imagined. I figured it would be a lot more citrusy in stone fruit,
Stone fruit.
rock fruit, stone fruit, Rakau, whatever. But I think it definitely has a different profile than that. And I think was it dry hopped?
No. And I think it's more on brand with just deep fried
Just
beers in
so
general.
much
We've had them before,
Yeah,
right?
hop saturated.
And with the HSAs and with the RAR, they've known to really have that really bitey kind of hop. Yeah. I wouldn't say this matches exactly what Rakau is. Yeah. And that's why I prefaced it with, I just didn't think it was going to match. Yes, I do think there is stone fruit. Like, it's not a juice bomb. It's not like sweet. It's more kind of dry and
it's got a dry wine type flavor profile to it, I think.
Yeah. So okay.
And I think
I agree with you guys.
I honestly think the Citra with the oversaturation, because hop saturated tells me when you say hop saturated, that means it's oversaturated compared to a normal brew, right?
And it's going to burn a little.
Yeah, it's going to burn a little bit, and then also think about hop saturation is. Those flavor profiles are going to get drowned out because there's just so much of it. Like you put a little bit of salt on your French fries versus you put a shit ton of salt on your French fries. It changes the whole flavor profile, right? So I think that, and I'm not meaning it to be a bad thing.
Yeah.
There's a good thing, but I think here it just camouflages the other hops in this beer.
So now that we know a little bit more about Rakau, I'm like I said before, I'm super interested in trying more and trying to get that flavor. I think the flavors there's a lot of complex flavors in this. Yeah. I think this is a great beer though.
Yeah, absolutely. The problem with trying to find those single hop Rakaus are this is more of a new hop. 2007-ish is kind of when it got commercialized. So it's still a baby hop. Like I would say Nelson, it has really hit the streets like in the past couple years. I see this it'll get out there.
Yeah.
It'll take some time for us to find it, but I'm also interested in just finding that and just seeing how stone fruit.
And I think it'll be interesting to see too if this hop turns into one of those hops that is all Citra for other half, right, or an all Rakau from other half, right? All
right, so let's get into the ratings. So, this being a 10+ pound per barrel hops, right?
Yeah.
Hop saturation. I think for me, it's overdone a little bit. So I still think it's really good flavor, but I cannot like distinguish the different things in it. Doesn't mean it doesn't taste good as a blend, as a whole.
Right.
I'm going to go for 4.48.
Okay. I hope I don't hurt anybody's feelings, but this is a 4.12 beer to me. Like, I think, to me, like, you can taste that it's just got too much. You know what I mean? Like, I think the initial taste is really good. The end of the flavor profile just is over the top, and you can tell, like, hey man, if you would have maybe, and I don't know shit about brewing, folks, so like I don't know damn it about brewing beer, but if you would have used 8.1 pounds instead of 10 pounds, this beer might have been a 4.75. You know what I mean? It's just, and I get it. They're trying to do new things. Does it taste terrible? Absolutely not. But I can tell you one thing, like, if I drink a can of that, I won't be able to drink another one of those for a while, because there's a lot of hops and it really burns your taste buds out.
Okay.
So I want to carry on that conversation. To me, deep fried and RAR, when they have the hop saturated ales, there's a lot going on in them. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying the flavor's bad, but holy cow, it's a great beer. Don't get me wrong. But it's maybe not what I would choose to drink all the time.
Right.
Having one from time to time, I think is great. To Gabe's point, I'm glad we're sharing it.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, could you imagine breaking this thing out?
Yeah.
Sunday or Saturday watching football, and you're drinking this by yourself. I think you get half the can, and you're like, dude, I can't do no more.
Yeah. So I think I'm closer to Gabe than Ron here. And so I think I'm going to go 4.15. And that's based solely on preference.
Yep.
That, maybe this isn't the right style of beer for me.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. I see where you guys are coming from. I get it. Okay. So let's go into our second beer share.
Yeah. So it's weird.
Brings a freaking good time of year. Mike's bringing it.
Wash it all down. Yeah.
It is late September.
And it's time.
And if you are not thinking about an Oktoberfest, a fest beer, a Märzen, anything along those lines, maybe you've got your own thing going on. Maybe you like nothing but Miller Lights. I'm not here to judge you, but it's Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so today I bring Whisper. This is a 5.3% Märzen from Treehouse, go figure. That is malted with German Pilsner, Munich, Cara Munich, and Vienna malts. So this has been a staple of theirs for a long time. And so, what am I at here? A 4.02 across over 7,000 ratings.
Right.
And so this is the same beer they produced at one time. Great caramelized malted flavors with this. And they continue to produce it kind of year after year. So not overly dark. But you can, it's maybe kind of hard to see, but it is still, carbonation is still coming up from the bottom.
Yep.
And this has been sitting here for probably close to 30 minutes. It's warmed a little, but it's not necessarily warm. But, so this is, we said some of our favorite time of the year.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Right? All the events going on, and then now we're cracking into Oktoberfest. So, with that, I will raise a glass and I will say, cheers, Borrachos.
Prost.
Or actually, Prost.
Right on, Aaron.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Wow.
Roasted malts.
Love that.
Roasted.
Lots of caramel flavor there, but
Man,
all right.
but after drinking that one, I wish I would have taken some tips from Michelle and brought some water to and some crackers to cleanse
clean
my
the
palate,
Yeah.
because this thing tastes like, I mean, it's very good. You can taste the malts, but it's definitely like on the water side of
100%
after drinking
lighter.
the hop.
Yeah.
It's so good, though.
Yes, it's
All right,
very
but,
good.
but so speaking of that hop, right, and so as we talk about the flavor profiles, the aroma, all that kind of good stuff, right, and we really don't talk about it very often, right, but is there something that we can talk about, like, when you talk about these hops, how are they used in the brewing? So,
Okay.
like if if a guy goes and he's home brewing, or the brewers at wherever, what are they doing with this? How's it working out?
So the brewing process, I really don't know how. So I know you can add this hop. What I'm talking about is Rakau to different stages of the brewing process, but really, and you'll find this with a lot of the newer hops that are coming out, especially from New Zealand. They're dual purpose. Okay, so you can use them for aroma, or you can use them for bittering. Okay, and you can, like I said, you can find these. Any kind of hops nowadays are used pretty much for dual purpose, but especially Rakau, this is really for mostly aroma. Yeah. It does have let me talk about this. So it has two things. So the hop itself, right? And this goes in my research. I really went into the weeds on this one. The hop itself, right? It's a cone, and what you extract from it are two things: essential oils and alpha acids.
Yep.
Okay, so the essential oils give it that juicy kind of the flavor that you taste, right? The alpha acids actually give it the bittering compound. So 10 to 11% of the acids come out of this hop specifically, which is kind of moderate, they said. So their brewers usually aren't using this to bitter the beer, although you can do it if you want to. But really what it's doing is the oils give it the rich sweetness that you get, but the acids balance everything out. So instead of it being so sweet, that's why I love learning about the hops itself, because it's a perfect combination of science in one plant. It's like you get the sweetness and you get the bitter and you put it together and it works.
So is it
It's really
used
crazy.
to balance the whole hop blend?
Yeah, I suppose, yeah, because if you use the alpha acids as a bittering compound in conjunction with the sweetness and the oils, then yeah, it should balance out to more of a hazy New England IPA flavor that you love.
And
right?
and using it for the aroma is really gonna
help with the nose.
we noticed that right off the bat. So
Yeah.
And it's not just the aroma. Like you think about, you're smelling it, but while you're drinking it,
Yes.
that's like part of it as well.
Like that,
right?
that misty part of your drink when you're tasting it. There's the air in your mouth when you're tasting it. Yeah.
So I've seen hazy IPAs, of course, pale ales, but also fruit forward saisons. They use
Really?
Rakau in. Yeah. Yep. You'll see that. New Zealand Pilsners, some of the other different collaboration beers that they're coming up with now with New Zealand hops. You'll find it in there.
Yeah, flavor forward beers.
Yep.
So, Aaron, when we're talking about this hop, which I got to say, I'm super excited about this series because I like drinking fucking beer, but it's also cool nerding out about beer. It's all chemistry. It's all freaking
It's a science. 100%,
it's not. It's like Dr. Pepper and Pepsi. What makes the difference? You know what I mean? So I think I'm excited. I'm really excited to us digging in and getting smart on the different hops. And then, but where does this, I know you said this is a New Zealand hop.
Yeah.
So, where did this thing originate? Where did it originate actually in New Zealand, or where did we, how did we get there essentially?
Yeah. So they've been working on this hop for a very long time. However, like I said, it is a newer commercialized product, but it actually comes from the Nelson region of New Zealand, which geography lesson here, right? Geography lesson. When's the last time you looked at New Zealand?
Never.
Right. New Zealand is actually
I don't even know what the shape of New Zealand is.
New Zealand is actually two islands. So there's North and South Island.
So I did know it's two islands.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nelson is it's on the South Island, but it's on the very tip of the island, and it's inside of a bay. And so you have Nelson, Motueka, Rawaka. They're all cities.
Right.
Oh,
right?
okay.
And so these hops are named after the cities. But this specifically is grown in the Nelson region, is what they call it. And the New Zealand Plant and Food Research Group are the people who actually developed this hop. And New Zealand hops kind of took off after that.
So what you're telling me is for effective learning and understanding to occur,
We need to go to New Zealand.
Yahtzee.
Bingo!
Then we can learn that dance.
Yeah. The haka. Well, the hock is just
Here's another fun fact, right? So, Rakau actually means tree or wood. And there's actually a martial art that is named after it. It's called Mao Rakau, and it actually uses various weapons like wooden clubs and staffs.
And beer steins.
we can have. So we're gonna go to New Zealand and learn some sick ass beer staff
Yeah.
stein martial art actions.
Get our ass handed to us, yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. Both staffs.
So it
all
sounds like
days.
some beautiful beer footage that we
Yeah.
can bring to the.
Just for educational purposes, we should plan.
We need to ask
Let's do it.
our subscribers to tell their friends so we can afford to do
Go
shit
fund me.
like this.
We're gonna
Yeah.
go. We're gonna go fund me.
Yeah. Tell your
So-
friends so we can start
Yeah.
getting paid by these YouTube videos.
Dude, I went so nerdy, right? I started looking into the climate of Nelson region. And so it is a maritime climate, right?
I like
there
fishing.
is a specific hop belt on the sides of the hemispheres that are perfect for growing hops. And they land directly in there. And so it's right next to the ocean. It has cooler summers, milder winters, very humid, lots of sunshine.
Are we
which
moving to New Zealand?
Let's
Is
do
that,
it.
is that what I heard?
It sounds like Washington State also, where they grow a shit ton of hops.
Exactly. That's where Yakima Chief is. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And so, but also the soil there in Nelson, or specifically at this farm, is gravel and silt, which is great for water drainage.
Yeah,
and
of course, yeah.
It doesn't get waterlogged. The plants can just literally develop all year long. Like,
You know who's shaking his head right now? Is Pap.
Yeah.
yeah.
He'll tell you about water drainage. Got to keep it away from the foundation.
Yeah, it's good. So yeah, that's my my history lesson and my geography lesson.
That's awesome. So, the first hop series. So that's a lot of information, dude. Like that was super good.
Appreciate the homework, Aaron, and educating us
Yeah.
dumb flightline guys from.
I absolutely want to go to New Zealand now for
Dude, I want to try it out.
for research purposes only, of course.
yeah.
But
work, work study.
So let's get back to Whisper here. Not to cut you off by any
Yeah,
means,
no,
but
we're good.
so let's talk about this, right? So we are in Oktoberfest season, a mass-produced Oktoberfest, Märzen, and we're going to get into a bunch of them in the coming weeks. So, Aaron, we'll start off with you here. What are your thoughts on the Märzen?
So, obviously, we don't drink these a lot, but I enjoyed it. I'm going to go 4-3 on this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go 4.26. I think it's on the lighter side of a Märzen. I think with flavor profile. I know we had a really hot bomb, super duper, like lots of flavors, but after drinking it a while, it's still on the lighter side of a Märzen. I think I enjoyed it, but I think. I think 4.26 is right where I want to be.
So I am happy that we are in Oktoberfest. We are haze heads, but it is nice to
Change it
to
up.
have something different from time to time. And kind of to both your points here, I do think it is lighter, and I think it's going to be rated lower just because of our flavor preferences, whatever, right? But this is something you could go to your fridge on, and you could crush a whole one. You could sit out back on a cool night and crush a whole one of these and kind of not think twice.
1,000%.
I do agree with the ratings. So I'm going to go, I think we'll go 4.2
Okay.
on this one. So, it's a one-off. Glad we could get one in before we start our rounds with all the breweries and trying all their different versions. So, but yeah.
Cool. All right. I did enough talking for today. So closing comments from you two. Anything?
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, I'm really excited about the hop series because I like to get smart on things that we're on a podcast, for Christ's sakes. Probably need to get smart on hops a little bit. So, and I think it's cool just to be able to pick those character notes out, right, and be able to talk about it. But I'm also like, there's a lot of things on deck, right? We got Oktoberfest coming up. We've got field days at Precarious. We got big old Snallygaster.
Yep.
So we got a lot of beer going on, and also we haven't even talked about our adventures from last weekend. We went 757 Battle of the Brews. Thank you, Michelle and Matt, for hooking us up with some tickets and had a great time meeting a bunch of local breweries. Our friends at 1700 brought home a trophy because they're big, smart dudes about brewing beer. And super proud to call them our friends and drink beer at that place and give them high fives all the time. So Battle of the Brew 757 was a pretty fun event. Lots of breweries, lots of different types, and it was just a good time. So I wanted to bring that up. But I can't wait for Oktoberfest at 1700. Last time we got wiggity wrecked, and it was a great time.
Always a good time. Always a good time.
Yeah. So I'll piggyback again, right? So it is what I've said before. It's my favorite time of the year. Lots going on. We're busy all the time. So last weekend was a great event, right? Lots of trying different beers out there. And then had a great dinner at 1608 every time. Like we said it before, if you're in Virginia Beach, if you don't stop by 1608 to eat, you might want to reconsider some things. So that was a great time. And then, of course, this weekend, headed down into Chesapeake to visit a new brewery, and we'll see how that one goes, and then maybe go check some axes. So see what we can do for some entertainment this weekend, and then a lot's coming down the pike. So
hopefully all the Borrachos come back with all their arms and legs after throwing axes.
Yeah. So it's a great time of the year. Lots of good beer out there. The seasons are changing. The beers are changing. Yeah. So on deck, and I'm not going to talk about pumpkin because those are trash.
Stouts.
But all the Märzens, Oktoberfests, right? Stouts are on deck. Sours are coming back. So
traditional beers from Germany are on deck and on display.
Absolutely.
Take advantage.
Great time of the year.
100%.
Okay. Well, smash that like, smash that subscribe, and do not forget, life's too short. Way too short. Drink that beer.
Cheers, y'all.
Prost. Fuck with you. Do you want to come and look? This is why Andrew's employee of the month, because he runs around taking care of all the functional stuffs.
Rock fruit. Stone fruit.
Stone fruit.
Rock fruit, stone fruit, Rakau, whatever.